Hey there, my name is Anthony Romano, and in this video I'm going to tell you if it's safe to stay on keto long term, and what actually happens when you stay on keto long term. So a lot of people are asking, is it safe to be on a ketogenic diet for a long time? And some people have heard that they're going to start using muscle tissue, they're going to start losing muscle mass the longer they go on keto. And even a lot of doctors will even talk about this. But you have to realize a lot of times people who are experts in this field will warn of this in almost a sort of liability covering way. And by the way, Daisy's here too, just to make a little appearance. So basically, when you do any calorie restricted diet for a long period of time, you will eventually risk losing muscle. Okay, but fortunately, this risk only becomes something you need to watch out for when you start getting very lean. I'm talking dangerously lean. And the thing is, no matter what diet you do, when you get to the point where you are 5% body fat, you are always going to risk losing more muscle. And some people have heard that your body will upregulate gluconeogenesis when you're on keto for too long. Gluconeogenesis, for those who don't know, is the process where your body basically starts converting protein into glucose on any diet, but in ketogenic diets, it happens basically in varying amounts to store muscle glycogen from protein, ideally protein that you're eating, not protein that is on you. But down the line, when you get very, very starved, and I'm talking when your body can sense that its fat stores are very low, your body would rather start using some of its muscle tissue than its fat, because the way it sees it is, hey, I'd rather use a little bit of muscle tissue today and save a little bit more fat for tomorrow because it's so scarce. So this is something that your body is really only going to tap into when you get to levels of body fat where it is just so crazy how shredded you are. So this is not something you have to worry about if you want to get into good shape. This is not something you have to worry about if you want to get a six-pack. This is something that if you get to competition level leanness and stay there forever and keep the calorie restriction low, that's when you're going to be risking losing muscle tissue. If you were to get to a very lean body fat level, even competition level, and then keep your calories more adequate, just get an adequate amount of calories every day, hit your maintenance, and even reverse diet back up, then you really don't run any risk of losing muscle. There are people who do ketogenic diets for years at a time if they're very obese. And for me, I do keto almost year round. And the main distinction here is that as long as you are not in a calorie deficit when you are super, super shredded, that is when you risk losing muscle. So it doesn't matter if you're ketogenic, doesn't matter if you're on a carb metabolism. When you get very, very lean, the longer you stay in a calorie deficit when you're shredded, obviously the risk of losing muscle goes up. So for those of you who are worried about the keto effects and you heard that gluconeogenesis gets upregulated when you are on keto long term, this is something that's determined by your body fat and how lean you are, how much fat stores you have left, because your body looks at fat like an energy source. It doesn't look at fat like, oh, we've lost 50 pounds, therefore now time for gluconeogenesis to go up. It doesn't work like that. It works when your body feels that it's in scarcity because your fat stores are so lean that you look like you're ready to compete in 5 bodybuilding shows. So hopefully that clears things up for you. If you were interested in this type of stuff, you can leave me some comments. If you want to ask more about getting shredded on keto, leave me all the comments and questions you want. I'll answer every one of you. And very soon I'm going to have my online coaching available so I can work with you individually and get you to your goals, guaranteed, or your money back. So that's going to be happening very soon. But in the meanwhile, if you want something a little less personal and you want just a free meal plan sample, I have that in the description as well, and a free training plan. And beyond that, thank you for watching this video. My name is Anthony Romano. Peace. I gotta go walk my dog.